Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be giving you guys, I'm not sure if the Army membership is like guaranteed you'll get a ticket that day for the pre-sale. I don't think you will, so that's where the risk comes at play. So you could just, take at your own risk. So let me just explain how Ticketmaster works. So on the day of the ticket sale, you'll log into your Ticketmaster account and search up BTS concert. You'll choose the city that you are attending, and then you get into the queue. If you get into queue before the time of the ticket release, then there's going to be like a countdown. They'll play like a BTS video or like a BTS related video to get you distracted, but then it doesn't work for me. I'm full of anxiety during that time, and so like there's like a countdown and
there's 4 minutes. I'm actually getting really nervous. My heart is like kind of beating. They said refresh the page.
Okay, so there's like a countdown. I'm just getting nervous thinking about it. Okay, so there's like a countdown, right? And you could get into the queue like hours ahead. I'm not too sure, but I remember getting to queue like hours ahead, and I had to there's like the time for like an hour and like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and then it gets to like 1 minute and everyone's just like holding on to each other like, oh my gosh, 1 minute, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, sometimes people's browsers refresh by themselves and other times the person has to refresh it themselves. For me, it automatically refreshed. So it'll automatically refresh and it'll show you the guy, and now this is where it gets ugly. So you see the guy and it will say like 10,000 people ahead of you, 5,000 people ahead of you. So basically you're given like a random number in line, in this virtual line. So once you get into the queue, they give you a random number, and then that's your number in this virtual line. So that number will determine how fast that walking man goes. People are lucky enough to be like the first in this virtual line. So it's just a random generator that Ticketmaster does, and so it kind of all depends on luck. So that's why like the tips and tricks that I'm giving you won't 100% guarantee you tickets, but it will help maximize your chances. Hi guys, so I actually forgot to mention something in this video. So I like kind of talked about the queue, but then I didn't finish on what the queue gets you to. So basically you're going to be waiting in the queue, and then it'll just be like 2,000 people ahead of you, and then the number of people ahead of you will decrease, which means you're getting closer to the front of the line. So once you get to the front of the line, it'll be like 100 person in front of you, like it'll get lower and lower and says 1 person ahead of you. Then the page will refresh, and this is where you have to do the whole CAPTCHA thing where you confirm that you're not a robot. And this part frustrates me so much because I'm just pressing like any box because I'm just so nervous. So make sure during this part you focus and you answer where the stoplights are, where the crosswalks are. So yeah, this is a very important part actually, to not get nervous. So after that, once you do the whole I'm not a robot thing, they will direct you to the map where you can select your tickets. So this is where it gets so frustrating because you're going to be like selecting tickets that you see are available, and then once you add it to your cart, it's going to be like, oh, these tickets were taken. So if you can't get the seats that you wanted originally, let's say you wanted floor seats and you're able to get it, I recommend just choosing the best available seat. So that's my recommendation to you guys. But yeah, it just depends on you guys if you want to take that choice or keep trying till you get your floor seats or whatever seats you want. So yeah, that's what I want to add to this video. Continue watching. Okay, bye. Oh, and I want to show you my BTS mug. So cute. Okay, so tip number 1 is to know what you want. So I recommend that you know ahead of time what section you want and how many tickets you want, so that you're not like flustered the day of. And I think, having that reassurance that you want this certain ticket will be really helpful, and it'll make the process much quicker, so that once you past the queue and you're able to select tickets, you know which section you want. You can just easily press add to cart and buy. Okay, tip number 2 is to make multiple Ticketmaster accounts. So the reason I'm saying this is because if you use one Ticketmaster account for multiple devices, Ticketmaster will assume or think that you're a robot and they'll kick you out. So you don't want that to happen, so make sure you make multiple Ticketmaster accounts, and for each device that you use, it's a separate Ticketmaster account. Okay, tip number 3 is kind of relating to tip number 2, and that is to use multiple devices. So will get you through the queue and get you tickets. I think that's kind of risky just to rely on one device, so I recommend having more than one device, 2 the least I would say, but if you could get as much as devices as you can, then I recommend that you do that. So for the past 2 tours, I've used I think like 5 devices when I was buying tickets, and I think that really helped a lot because there was like a time where like my laptop just was frozen, and so I had to ditch the laptop and I just focused on my phone. So having multiple devices is helpful because if something goes wrong with one device, you could, you know, go to another device and just leave the other one and focus on that one device that is working. So yeah, that's why having multiple devices is good. So if you're able to get multiple devices, I recommend you do that. So yeah, so tip number 4 is to have all of your information and payment information ready ahead of time. So there's an option on Ticketmaster where you're able to put in like a payment that you're going to use for your future purchases. So I think that's really helpful because once you're like selecting your tickets and like purchasing it and adding it to your cart, it can get really like intense, and you're probably gonna get flustered, and like having to write out the numbers and having to like put in all the information will be really stressful. So if you have all of that ahead of time and it's already saved into the account, it just makes it easier and you don't have to worry too much about it, and you can just add it to cart, select the payment that's already in your account, and you could buy it successfully. Tip number 5 is to go somewhere with good Wi-Fi/internet speed. I cannot emphasize this enough. If your Wi-Fi speed is like really slow at home, I recommend trying to find a local like Starbucks or a cafe that has better Wi-Fi than your house's Wi-Fi. So there's a website that you could search up. So yeah, you just search up internet speed test on Google and you could test how fast your Wi-Fi is. So right now I'm going to test my Wi-Fi speed. Yeah, that's not showing up, but yeah, so I'm testing my Wi-Fi speed and it'll tell you like if it's slow, if it's typical, if it's really slow, if it's really fast. So it's good to know this information before you plan on like doing it like at your house, because if your Wi-Fi at home is really slow, then try looking out for like local cafe shops with Wi-Fi or like Starbucks with Wi-Fi. Okay, so tip number 6 is to be ready and be prepared hours before the tickets go on sale. So by this I mean like if the tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. like wake up really early in the morning, get yourself ready, eat breakfast, have a cup of coffee if you like to drink coffee, and just get yourself prepared for the whole ticketing experience because it's going to be long. So just be prepared, have a good mind, be confident. So I left off at tip number 7, which was to have people help you get tickets. So I think this is really helpful because for one person to look over multiple devices, I think that gets kind of overwhelming. So if there are people that can help you, like your friends, your siblings, or if you have like army friends that you guys could come together and help each other out. And yeah, so have people help you find tickets. Also, if you know someone who has like really good internet speed, or if you know someone who has really good luck with getting tickets, you could call them up and be like, hey, like can you try getting these tickets for me or something like that. You know, if they're willing to, then that's really great. So yeah, just be with people, have people help you get tickets, and yeah. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys take these tips when you guys are buying the tickets. And I hope that everyone who wants tickets will be able to get tickets. Comment down below which BTS concert you are going to, which city. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!